Hey everybody, Raymond here with the Evercrafter, and welcome to Slay the Slice. Today is the Slay the Slice Marathon, which is my birthday / 2-year live anniversary here on the platform, and it is my actual birthday today. So I gathered a group of ladies that make amazing cakes and asked them and challenged them to make me a slice for my birthday. So that's what's been going on all day. I posted all of the lives to my page, so if you haven't been able to catch somebody, please go back and catch a replay for me, alright? Hey, Scylla. So I'm going to pull myself up so I can see some comments over there also, just in case, and I'll be right back. Hey, Sweet Tea. Hey, Desiree. How y'all doing? How's it? Woo, party! Party time. Party, party, party time. Hey, Debbie. Thank you. Hey, Christy. Hey, Katie. Hey, Jenna. Y'all like my sparkly jacket? Yes, it's sequins. Hey, Maricela, my beautiful. Ooh, comments are going fast again. Hey, Albert. Hey, Joanne. Come on. I'm trying, y'all. Hey, Peaks. Nikki B! What it do? Hey, Steph. Stephanie. Okay, it says I'm live, but my live's not showing up over there. Thank you. Take you away, boo? I got you, boo. I got you. Hola, Poppy. How you doing? Thank you, Alyssa. Hey, Eliza. Hola. Steph. What's up? Hey, Deanne. Let's see if I'm up there now. Hey, Lebrina and Janice. There I am. Crystal. What it do, boo? Hey, Heidi. So, y'all, this was one of my, hey, Christy. This was one of my jackets. Hey, Lydia. That I got for fake bakers that I didn't wear. Hey, my other Christy. Hey, Sweet Marie. Bestie. What's up? Hey, Dawn. Thank you, Jane Ann. Hey, sister. Thanks for sprinkling me out. Thank you. So, y'all, today, stuff is falling on my feet down there. Just so y'all know, there's trim down there. Today has been absolutely amazing. Absolutely incredible. I'm going to talk about each lady later that has went live today. But I want to focus on the fact that Wendy made me cry first thing this morning. Hey, Toya. Hey, Kathleen. Yes, Wendy made me cry first thing this morning. Hey, Trina. I thought I saw your name scroll by a minute ago, but I wasn't sure. Look, you know my story. That's all I'm going to say, boo-boo. Hey, Heather. What up, Daddy B? So, yeah, Wendy had me crying first thing this morning. Thanks for that. Love you dearly, my Wendy darling. So, hey, Esther. I keep sticking to myself. Hey, Cheryl. Right, she made everybody cry. That's my girl. Well, hello, Carol. Haven't seen you in forever. So, alright. Before we start tonight's project. Hey, Carly, my stoner girl. Look, Carly, I got stones all over here. I got stones. I'm going to do a little bit of stoning. Hey, 3A. Hey, Peggy. So, before I start, I want to show you what I did after the live with Crystal last night to show you what I did to the cake. I still didn't put it on a stick because it's not fully dry yet. But I want to show you what I did. So, this is the cake that I did with Crystal last night. I finished out all the roses and the vines on the top. Hey, baby. So I added a ton of roses. And of course, see, I'm sticking to myself again. And I finished the roses across the back. Thank you for flocking me out. So that's the cake we made last night on the live with Crystal. And it will go on a stick, and it will get a bow just like this one did. So it will also become a lolly cake. Let's call them lolly cakes. These are lolly cakes. Coined it. Thank you, B. Wendy, darling. I was just talking about you making me cry first thing this morning. But I love you. Hey, Kim. Yes, so from now on, these are called lolly cakes. And this will be a lolly cake when we get done. Alright? Now, I am going to walk off the camera. Hey, Regina, thank you. I'm going to walk off the camera real quick so I can sit this down over there. Because I need all the workspace tonight. All right. So, who's ready to see what we're doing for tonight's lolly cake? It's a tall lolly cake. It's smaller than the other. It's not as wide, but it is actually taller. And I did a horrible job at cutting my styrofoam, which is why I covered this one entirely with masking tape. Yeah. So, this is going to be our cake tonight. Again, it's going to be another lolly cake. I love that word. Love it. It will not be put on its stick tonight, though. I will put it on the stick, though. Let me click share real quick, because I forgot to. Hey, Jan. Hey, Desiree. Oh, you were... never mind. I already said hi to you. You were actually saying you're ready to see what we're doing tonight. Let me share myself real quick. Because I forgot. Lolly Cakes is a great name. Alright, and it is shared. Alright, so, remember, hey Mary, thank you. Remember I told y'all last night, hey Jolene, that we were going to do fabric. So, I took a trip to my favorite fabric store, and we all know, hey ma'am, we all know that my favorite fabric store is the thrift store. I found 2 dresses and a bustier. It was hard for me to be like, I'm going to buy that bustier because I know where it's been. But I bought it anyway. So, I've already cut some fabric out of the dresses. So, I'm going to pull the fabric first and show you those. This is fabric 1. If it will come apart. Alright. This is fabric 1. Thank you, Shay. Alright, it's a beautiful baby blue covered in sequins. I have a feeling that y'all are going to like fabric 2 better. Hey Robin. So this is fabric 2. It is the baby pink with the iridescence. Alright, now, that's our 2 fabrics we're using, okay? I'm going to show you the bustier, because I bought it. I'm going to show you the part, the section I haven't taken apart yet, okay? That is all actual rhinestones, y'all. That is all rhinestone. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sections of rhinestone. Y'all, this was $2.29 and both sides were done. I took most of it off already. I could not leave that there, especially considering all I wanted was the stones. I would like to know what this was wore for, though. Maybe a stripper wore it. You know, maybe. Just saying. Alright, so when you take it all off of there, it's this. It's like chain link. So we're going to use some of that too. So that is our fabrics for tonight. And of course we have tons of trims also. Now, the bottom of the blue dress, Selena. It does give major Selena vibes. No ma'am, Janice. I will not. So, on the bottom of the blue dress, because it has a lot of fabric, a lot of volume to it, it has a really thick meshing trim around the bottom to help it hold its shape. So it stays poofy and flowy, right? Right? It's going to make beautiful trim. And well worth the $2. So, on the bottom of the blue dress, it's got the thick mesh backing to help, help it hold its shape. I did cut a section of that off that we are also going to use as part of our trim. Could have been a cute Cleopatra costume too, yes. I don't even know what that word is that you just typed, Sam. I have no idea. Alright, so we are going to do blue on the top, pink on the back. We still got to do something to make our stripes, correct? For our stripes, we're using two different products. We're going to use this black and white ribbon, striped ribbon. It's a Expressions ribbon. And we may actually go back over the stripes with some glitter trim. I have that in this color and in black. So I want to actually do this section first. Is my glue gun still on? Yes. This is a brand new roller ribbon. I don't even know the quality of this ribbon, to be quite honest with you. Right? You mathed and used costume words on me today. Okay, it is pretty thin and it is kind of burlappy, but that's fine. So what my plan is, that is going to be the stripes of our cape, but it is pretty thin, and this does not have a perfect line here. So I'm going to grab my masking tape, and I'm just going to add another piece of masking tape there to see if that helps. Just to see if that may stiffen it up some right there, because if not, I may have to go in with something else instead. If that does not give me a good enough line, we'll figure it out. And I don't think it's going to. I probably should have put a piece of foam board or something there, and I didn't. Thank you, Elizabeth. If I would have done like a piece of foam board there, that would have helped a lot. Thank you, and welcome to the flock. That's what I like to call everyone here. I call everybody part of the royal flock. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to actually look right there. Let me try this. I think it may be okay. I think it's going to be okay. So I'm going to take this, like, let's see, yeah. And I'm just going to start gluing it on. And we're just going to glue it in stripes all the way around. So that's going to be our cake stripes. And then I will be overlapping the white. And I'm wrapping it around the back slightly. Well, the first one's going to have a bigger wrap than the rest of them. And the reason I'm doing that is so that when I put the back fabric on, it covers it. Yeah, that's going to be great. I'm just running a bead of hot glue across the top to help hold that in place. Just like that. The cake slice is literally the only thing that I prepped ahead of time. And I only prepped it because I did not want to have to clean up the styrofoam while I was live. So that's literally the only reason that I prepped. Thank you for flocking me out there. Is it not want to let you play now? Again, I'm just tightening it up. And then we're going to go in and do the same thing again, except we're going to overlap one of the whites. Christine Snow, how you doing? Didn't add quite enough glue there. Didn't realize I was off camera either. Thank you. I've worked hard on this smile, so it better be cute. And I'm just going to apply the glue directly onto the white piece that I'm overlapping. Just kind of tapping it down. The ribbon is thick enough that the glue doesn't really come through, so that's good. Because, you know, some ribbons are so thin that when you touch them, you can feel the glue come right on through. The masking tape really, it's helping it to keep its shape a little bit at that area, but not a whole lot. But the main reason I put the masking tape on here was because I did such a horrible job cutting it this time. I normally am really good with cutting my styrofoam. I don't know what the deal was last night, but it was not a good thing. I did not do a great job. So I know that last year, several of y'all were here for last year's birthday event, where we introduced, the world got to see Wendy do her first live. This year, the world got to see Christy do her first live, her first crafting live. Y'all, I keep getting stuck. Could y'all have imagined if I would have actually wore this to Fake Bakers? I would have been cussing all the night. The whole night. So the bottom will probably have an extra stripe that it doesn't really need, but we'll see. We'll see how that plays out when we get there. Right, this is going to be something I continue, y'all. I want to always bring new people that I see that aren't out there doing their thing. I'm going to constantly try my best to get those people to go live. Rather it be not even go live. If I see people who have the potential and they're not going, they don't even have a business page, I'm going to do everything in my power to help them get to where they need to be and get them to feel comfortable enough to start their business page. You know? Right, I might have to stay like this. Because there are so many talented people out there who just haven't taken that leap yet. And like I've been telling y'all, the theme for this year is get out of your comfort zone. Just get out of it. I've seen several people do that over the last few days, and I'm so excited to see it. You do have to have a certain amount of followers in order to go live. I don't remember what that exact number is, but we as a community can get you to that point. You just have to let us know when you're ready, because we will more than happily help you get there. If you have a page and we're not following you, let me know and we'll get you. We'll make sure we get that taken care of. Thank you, Marianne. I know you have to have I do remember that. You have to have Regina. I called you Gina, I'm so sorry. It's okay to be a chicken. But we will do our best to help you get over that. Yeah, that's what I thought. The bottom's going to be a little different. So the bottom is actually going to have... My dog just barked at something. I might just trim off the bottom. I thought I heard my dog bark. I'm going to add some glue right there so we can get that last piece started. So, those of you who've been here with us most of the day today, the event is over after me. What are y'all going to do for the rest of your night? Are y'all just going to crash out? Are y'all going out to eat? Like, what is your plans after you leave here? I say leave here like we're at a location. Marie, I probably ummed my way through mine too. I don't remember. I just remember doing it and then it was over. That's really what I remember. Cleaning your craft room, okay. I am going to eat after I get done here. I'm not sure where we're eating, but we're going to eat somewhere. I took Corey to Chipotle last night. He had never been, so I took him to Chipotle. That's what I'm going to eat wherever we go, Robin. One of y'all want to come over here and organize my craft room? Because if you do, that would be wonderful. It's a mess right now. I need to go get another shelf to stack on top of my existing shelf to make it a little bit taller. I'm going to lose some display space, but I need the storage more. Yeah, I need the storage space more, so I'm going to lose about 4 feet of storage, of display, but I'm going to gain quite a bit of storage. Trying to make a sloth. That's fun. Yes, I'm putting my hot glue in the floor because it's already full of sequins. Like, now I say my room is messy. Let me rephrase that and say it is messy, but it's organized mess. Like, that's all my 3D printing stuff that I haven't got to put up yet, like to put out yet. My clay is over there. My trim is right there and right there. Like it's organized piles, but I have to get it all put away. Which involves me having to do a clean out of the closet, which I'm not ready for. It's very organized chaos, yes. So I'm just going in and cutting off that bottom section right there. And I'm not worried about it being a perfect cut because, of course, we're going to put trim there. So there are the slices of our black and white. So we can put this to the side now. We're just going to put it down there. Hey, Constance. It does slightly resemble my drum major costume, my drum major uniform. I was drum major in high school. We went to Home Goods last night actually, and I have all my pumpkins now. I don't know if I forgot to tell y'all that. The pumpkin I was missing, I now have in my possession, thanks to a great follower named Vicky, who found it for me. Alright, so, for right now I think we're just going to leave it the black and white. But we may go back in, like I said. It would be stunning if we go back in and stripe it with the glitter. But I can do that afterwards. But just to give you an idea of how it would look. I also need to make sure that I have another roll of the black. I know I do, I just don't remember where it's at. Carly would want to throw all my stuff away though. Alright, thank you. So like the trims aren't quite as wide as the stripes. The stripes are a little wider than the trim is. But I still think it would work. I think that would be incredible looking. I think that would be really pretty. But we'll come back and do that after we cover the rest of the cake, because that doesn't have to wrap around the back. And like I said, I need to make sure that I have another black. I just don't know where it's at. It's not with that black. And the black that is over there is not solid black. Hey Deborah, thank you. Let me grab the other black I have. This is the other one. See, it's too green. Like it's an iridescent green. But I want the true black. So we will definitely go back and do it with this. Do the stripes with this stuff. I have multiple of this one for sure. And I know I have another black. I'm just not sure where it's at. Hey, Ritz. Alright, so. Cake. Blue. Pink. So I want to do the blue first. Yes. So we're going to put the blue on first. And if you've seen me cover stuff with fabric, you know my method to my madness is to hot glue this, place the fabric, and then cut the fabric. I have found that works the best for me. So I'm just going to add a bunch of hot glue to the outline. Just like that. And I am going to add some on the inside also. I know this technically isn't supposed to be a teaching live, but y'all, the needle just shot out of my my glue gun. That's not good. I'm gonna have to figure that one out, because that's my new glue gun. I'm trying to figure out how to do this before the glue dries. There. That was stressful. Hey, Margarita. That is my new glue gun from Michael's. But I don't understand why the tip just shot out of it like that. Alright, now I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to take my scissors and trim pretty close. Then I'll go back and touch it up. Alright. That's really not good. I'm going to have to figure that one out. Alright, now that we've got it trimmed, I'm just going to go in right next to the cake itself and cut the fabric. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'd hate to have to take that gun back to Michael's, my glue gun back to Michael's, because I really do like that glue gun. And maybe, just possibly, they could just order me a new tip. If it's broke. So there's our top of our cake. Sarah, it is actually a dress that I cut apart. I buy all my fabrics from the thrift store. Hey, Georgia. And it's literally, I buy a dress and I cut it apart. Alright, let me trim this section right here off. I thought I did that already. It had a zipper up the back. And I thought I cut the zipper all the way off, but I didn't. The pink dress actually also had fur trim on it, like fur across the top. But I couldn't figure out how to get it off without using a seam ripper, and I didn't feel like doing all that today. Okay, I'm gonna go in and cut off some of this excess right here. Thank you for the stars. Yeah, it's leaking now. Yay. I'm actually just going to glue the rest of that excess down instead of trying to cut it off. That's going to be easier than trying to cut it. Right? I hate when the tip leaks. Alright. And we're going to do the back the same exact way. Thank you, Susan. We're just going to go in with the glue all the way around and stick the fabric on. And then trim it. It kind of isn't great that I don't have the precision tip anymore, because that's what shot out. But we'll have to make it work. And like Jane Ann did say on her live too, I think it was Jane Ann, this glue gun does make a lot of racket when you take it on and off the thing. I'm going to find me a spot, put it on there, and roll it on. Then I'm just going to go in and make sure it's attached. Thank y'all so much for the stars, y'all. Y'all are incredible. I'll go in and cut next to the cake. Hey, Jess. Do the same thing up here. We're just cutting off that excess. There's going to be sequins on my floor as bad as glitter. Definitely as bad as glitter. Naomi, hey, thank you. Right now, I'm not worried about the bottom, but I will go back and cover the bottom. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Joan. Y'all don't have to do that, but thank you. So there's our back. There's our top. I probably can't see it on camera, but there are sequins everywhere. I didn't see what you said, Regina, but thank you. I think you said the event has been spectacular. I think that's what you said. All right. Now you need to fancy it up a little bit. Thank you. Thank y'all. So, we're going to start with some white lace. And the white lace, what we're going to do, my plan is to put it down the side of the cake like this. But if we do this, that does mean that I need to go ahead and put on the stripes. It does. Even if I go this way with it, which was another thought, was to go like that. But I actually think I like it facing me better. Thank you, Susan. I do think I like it facing the front better. You can tell that there are squirrels everywhere. I must have missed something. I don't hate that either. Yeah, I was confused by that one too. I pulled a gold trim, and I don't know what I did with it. That's not it. I pulled a wide gold, but I don't know what happened to it. So we may not use the wide gold. It's okay. We're winging it, y'all. That would have been cute too if I would have had enough. Would that not have been awesome? Alright. Anyway, back to what we're actually doing here. Sequins. That makes more sense than squirrels. That makes so much more sense. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stripes of each color. So let's hope that we can get 4 stripes off of 1 row of each. Because if not, we may have to, like I said, I may have to go back in and do the black row last. That's 3 off of 1 row. I think we're going to be able to do it, y'all. Thank you, Jane Ann. Alright, so we can get 4 from 1 row. We go ahead and cut the black. As long as the black has the same amount on it, we'll be good. And if it's not exactly perfect, it'll be alright. Like, I actually went to Home Depot the other day, y'all, to look at the new Ryobi that has precision tips and dual temperature. But I couldn't find it. And going to our Home Depot, you might as well be going to a place where no one knows anything, because no one there knows how to find or do anything. So this does have a sticky back, and I'm honestly just going to use the sticky back. I may regret that at a later time, but for right now, that's what I'm doing. But like I said, later on, I might actually regret that. And I actually cut them a little bit too long. You ordered the Ryobi online? I'll look at that tonight. This paper does not want to come off, y'all. And both of these glitter ribbons that I'm using came from the Dollar Tree. You just have to, when you see them, you have to buy them because they sell out super quick and they take forever to restock. Like ours actually, they only had it one time, but they actually had this in multicolor once. And I've not seen it since. Also, although this cake slice is very me because of the black and white and things like that, I also kind of feel like this cake slice is very not me at the same time. Does that make any sense? I think because I've got the pink and the blue on there, that would make it not me, really. And it's the shades that I'm using. It's ridiculous that these people work there and they don't know anything. I say it's ridiculous, but then I get it. Sometimes people have a job because there's nobody else to replace them. So right here did not glue at all. So I'm just adding a little bit more glue there on the pink. And it may have glued and I pulled it off. So that's a possibility too. I'm going to take my crown off, guys. My head's a little hot. That's true. If they knew where stuff was, they'd have to actually do work. What gets me is when you tell them something exactly, like speaking employee-wise, and then they're like, well, okay, I don't see that. And then you take them there and you show them exactly what it is. And they're like, oh, that's not what I understood. But sir, I told you to do exactly what you just showed me that we did. Yeah. Oh, I have a ring on my forehead? I do, don't I? Last year, if y'all remember, I wore the pink outfit. The pink Regal Prince outfit. And I was already out of my shirt, out of my jacket by this time. And was in a sleeveless shirt with a vest on. I thought about that earlier today. I do wish that this one pulled off as easy as the other one. I see that somebody just actually said that. Well, I also, because I'm not using clay today, I have my air vent back open. So that's actually probably part of the reason I still have my jacket on. Because it's right, you know, right there. The tape came from Dollar Tree. But like, when you see it, you have to buy it right then and buy all of it that they have. Be that person. Because when you go back, it's not going to be there and they're going to take forever to get it back in stock. Like, I don't know why I don't have more of the black, solid black, than I do. Because I haven't used any. That's the reason I think I bought some. It's just not where I can find it right now. Hey, Tracy. Thank you for popping in and saying hey. Every girl's crazy about a short dressed man. Thank you. So, there's certain things like this I will do that with. And there is a certain greenery that they, when they get in, I will buy all they have. Well, I did. I won't anymore. Florals are probably one thing I've always spoke really highly of buying filler florals from Dollar Tree. But I won't be doing that anymore. Well, hello, Mama Jones. Because now I can just go get it from somewhere else for you know, the same, not the same price, but I can get more quantity. So I can actually go to their competitor store that's no longer owned by them, but I didn't know that, and get their florals cheaper than I can at Dollar Tree now. And Walmart actually has some cheaper florals now. So, for fillers. You're not feeling good, Mama Jones? I'm sorry. Thank you. It is a backdrop, a fabric backdrop, and then I've got some garlands hanging across the top. I've had this since last year. I just never put it up. There we go. The glitter was the right choice. It matches all the rest of the bling. Alright. Now we can add the trim. We can start adding trim. Right. It's no longer cheap. Welcome to the jungle. I'm sorry. Had a moment. Okay, we're going to cut it there. We're going to need 2 of those. I wish I wouldn't have threw that in the floor, but I did. Alright, let's add that trim there. We're just going to go straight across that area. And then I'm just kind of smearing some on there to help hold it in place. Okay. We're just going to pat it down. We're still going to put another trim there, so you know we are. So we're just popping it on there. Hey, darling. Hey, Tammy. If I miss comments, y'all, I do apologize. So now let's do it to this side. We're going to go right along that top line again. We're going to add a little bit down through here and just kind of smear it on there. Just like that. We're going to push it back to meet the pink. Like I said, we are putting something else on there, so it's okay if it doesn't meet exactly. Just push it down. Get all the glue strings on you. Hey, Lori Cockstoops. Thank you, Mama Jones. I did have my crown on, y'all, but I took it off because my head was hurting a little bit from it being on there. Thank you. So we've got piece there, piece there. I'm going to go in and I'm going to glue these bottoms down. Just kind of folding them over a little bit. That'll all get covered by a piece of fabric there on the bottom. So there we are with that. Right? And I did buy a powder wig, y'all. I bought one of the Victorian powdered wigs. But it was too hot for all that. But, well, we're talking about crowns. I got another one. Got another one. This one's metal. Actual metal. Jacket came from the Amazon. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jess. The jacket also had a sash, but I lost the sash. Didn't have nothing on it. It was just a sash. All right, let's pull. Remember this piece of blue? So this is my thinking here. It's got the two sides, right? I was kind of thinking about doing the whole folded. Hey, Chris. Like doing the whole fold, making a ruffle, because it does have that stiffness to it. But I don't want to be quite honest. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is actually put this here as like a rim across the top, right? It's going to face the back, but we're going to put white lace here against this side. That's what I'm thinking. That was my thought. But, where's it at? There they are. I also have these leaves. Thank you. Have these gold leaves, because we are going to have gold accents on here. I thought that would be cute. Going across the top. I thought these would be cute. Trimming out the cake. Yeah, I could. But like the stuff that's in there, that thick stuff, is very, very, like it doesn't want to hold its shape because it's meant to stay straight. So it would take a lot of manipulation to make it work right. So I think what we'll do is I think we're going to do the gold. And I actually think we will do the 3 on each side and the band across the back. I think that's what we're going to do. I really wish my precision tip wouldn't have broke off, because that would be great to have right now. So I'm just going to add some glue on here and hope for the best. It may require a lot more glue than I'm thinking it will, but we're going to try it. So I'm just putting them on there and pushing them down. Then we're going to go in with another one. Make sure I know where I want to start it. About right there. And we're going to do the same thing. Turn it towards me so I can see. And just hold it, hold it, hold it. Y'all know I was going to say it at some point. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Yeah. The leaves actually came from a party store. They were with the Greek goddess and Greek god costumes. It was a bag of leaves, oddly enough. I felt like it was one of the strangest things I've ever seen just randomly at a party store. But it works for what I needed. What I actually bought these for. It worked perfect for, so. This actually seals it off really well on the edges too. I really like that. That was just for you, my Debbie. My dog is upset. He needs to be upset with his other dairy, not this one. His other daddy is in the living room. I don't want to use that one. That one's got a little mark on it. It did cover some of the fabric, but we're okay with that because you still got that middle. I actually really like the way that gold looks right there. I like that. All right. Thank you, sister. All right, so now back here, what we're going to do is I'll do one straight up and down in the middle, like that. And then from there, I'll fan them out. Question, though, is, do we want to put this on there first, like in front of the lace? I mean, in front of the leaves. Let me try that. I might actually like that. I'm just going to lay it down and see how it looks. Do that. Meh. Meh. So should we do that and then put the leaves behind it? Maybe so, because it ties to the lace there. Thank you, Crystal. So I think we'll do it. Why not? Y'all know what happens when I don't really have a true... I have an idea of what I want to do, but not like, this is what I'm doing. When that happens... But that's also going to add up... Nice. I just had a moment. So... Now we're going to build up the gold behind it. Yep. So it's going to be like that. So you're still going to have the gold back there. And it's going to give us a white border around the bottom. They are pretty great leaves, y'all. That one had something on it. I'll see if I can't find some more. I'll even look on Design. Why am I calling it that? I don't know. But I will look on there too and see if I can't find us a place that has them. Now they are pretty lightweight, so they do try to fly away. And don't worry about the back. We're going to take care of that too. So my plan is to be done by 6:30 my time, which is 7:30 y'all's time, Eastern time. So that way I can go meet my folks for a little food wherever we're going to eat at. I still don't know. But that is my plan. I like that actually. Hey Zoe. And I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those leaves left that I can add somewhere else if I wanted to. I could technically, there are 5 here. I could flip and do the same thing facing downwards. But let's just see. Like I could do it facing the downwards also. We'll decide about that. But for right now, let's start doing some of the fun stuff, like adding stuff to it. All right. So, move those out of the way. The fabric back down there. We're going to grab our box of goodness. If I can get this stuff off my fingers. I have the glitter tape stuck to my finger. There we go. All right. So, we're going to add some stones and all that to the top. And pearls. Because I love pearls. So we're going to do just like we did when we made that glam pumpkin the other night. Thank you, Teresa. Twin! Where have you been? So we're just going to start adding pearls. We are going to add a few other things. We have several stone options also. And right now, I want to actually add pearls all the way across the back. I'm going to use my larger ones first. Twin, how was your vacation? I hope it was amazing. It looked amazing. No, I mean, it didn't look amazing. I only saw like one picture. But the fact that you talked about your ride home and that you had a great time sounded amazing. That's what I was trying to say. So pearls, for those that don't know, are special to me. I own my mother's pearls and I wear them quite often. Trying to get back to reality? Yeah. That's the hard part. So pearls remind me of my mom. That's where I was going with that story. I stopped talking in a minute. I stopped talking about it halfway through my conversation. Now I'm just going to go in and start adding some random spots. Not really random, but like there's a method to what I'm building. So because I did the black and white here, I'm not going to go in. I did have black and white trim that I was going to put, but because we did the black and white with the glitter, I'm not going to use the trim. But I originally was going to put trim down the sides in the black and white, but because it's not glittery, I don't know how. I don't know. All right. we're going to continue that out like a cake slice. So I'm going to do 3, 2, and then 1. So many of y'all know we recently lost my sister. And I actually got a brooch, not a brooch, a locket, but it's not a locket. Charm? I can't think of the word. It looks like a locket without the closure on it. So it's just a pendant that she had that had my baby picture in it. And I think what I'm going to do is actually have my mom's pearls restrung on a better string and then put the pendant on them. I think that's what I'm going to do. Haven't completely made up my mind yet, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Now that gives us a shape, right, that we can build upon, and we can add to. Okay. We have these. I've got different sizes. I have a shorter one. I thought about trying to make it kind of like a bracelet. Almost like it's hanging off the cake. That'll make more sense in a minute. Hey, Uli. Alright, but for now, before we start messing with this, let's work on this area right here. Okay? We want to start adding stones and stacks. Think piles. That's what I'm going for. You like that idea too? I thought it would be kind of cool. The only thing is, I don't know if I would want to wear my baby picture. You know what I mean? Because that meant anytime I'd want to wear my pearls, I'd have to wear my baby picture on it. I mean, I guess I could just take the baby picture off, but... So right now I'm just adding more pearls on top of those pearls. I just added 3 more on the top to give it a little height and not in a straight line or anything. Now I'm going to go in to next to those and I'm going to add in some smaller pearls. In a few spots. Don't worry about the glue strings. We know that we can get rid of those. I could. But I don't want to wear the baby picture yet. Now what we're doing by adding all this random stuff in now is we're losing the cone shape, which is completely okay. Now I'm going in with some clear stones on top of that. So there was originally, y'all, supposed to be a huge photo shoot done for this event, where I was actually going to dress like a male version of Marie Antoinette. Full costume, full backdrop, everything. But I had to cancel that because of some things that happened. So I didn't get to do that. And this cake slice, even though I'm designing on the fly, technically, is very similar to what I would have wanted that to look like. Alright, so that's what we're doing. See, I've added the great big clear stones. So we're making that out there. Okay. Now we're going to pull in pink stones. These are from Maricela and Glitz and Glue. No, the pink ones are Maricela. These are Glitz and Glue. And then I've got some baby turquoise ones and this little tiny fancy pendant that's got a little bit of the blue to it. So we're just going to go in and start put it on there. Now, like I was saying with this, how I said I wanted to make it look like it's hanging off the cake, right? Reason being, we're also going to add if I can get it on there. I'm also going to be adding pearls hanging off the cake. So maybe I should just go ahead and put the pearls on real quick so we know where to hang the gold. And to put that on, I'm using right here. I'm using boutonniere pins. Thank you, Grandma. Yeah. So these are the pins I used on my live with Crystal with the little rhinestones on them. That's actually what I'm going to use to put my necklaces and stuff on. And then if I don't like them, I can always go back in and move them. And it gives me a little bit more bling. I really wish it was out further though. I would actually like it to go right there. Right in the front. More like that. Yeah. Thank you, Crystal. Now this one, I'm going to focus on one side. I don't want a whole lot on the other side of the cake. I'm not sure why I don't, but I don't. If I can get that to go in there. Yeah. I'm actually going to pull this one up into the stones. Like into the pearls and stuff. Thank you, Steph. And this is not my original concept. Well, not concept. I learned hanging the jewelry on your pieces from Wendy. With Personally Yours by Wendy. I saw her do it with like a charm bracelet thing that she did. I loved it. Right now, so we want that to go there. And that will kind of hang down behind. Like that. Now we will probably, I may actually try it with a longer one. Just to see how it looks. I'm actually going to glue it with the long one, y'all. Where it hangs down below. Now I am going to add some glue there. Up here. And then we may actually end up adding some glue down here also. So I know that we put that blue up there and you don't see a lot of that blue, but it's there. Now I'm going in and I am going to put in some of the pins to help hold that in place. Even though I put the glue, I still want to add some of the pins. It gives me old money, which is what Marie Antoinette was. So now let's go in with some of our big jewels and start adding those in. Now I am using hot glue. If they do not stick, I will go back in and use a stronger glue. Okay? But for right now, we're just using the hot glue. Very vintage Chanel. I could completely see that. It's vintage Chanel or circa 98, circa 24 and 25 Gucci, Versace, but more Chanel. Yeah, 100%. So when I saw Jane Ann making her cake today, I was like, oh, dang it. Because we kind of had the same concept in our head. Like we were on the same wavelength. I want a dark purple right there. Thank you for loving all the cake slices. Barucci. A little Barucci going on. If you don't know what Barucci is, you're going to have to... Well, I don't even know if that live's still around anymore. I made a cake for the DIY duo based off of Gucci and Versace. It's still to this day one of my favorite cakes I've ever made. I still have it. I almost sold it, but I still have it. And it sits in the hallway going to our bedroom. It is literally one of my favorite cakes I've ever made. Give me that one. Nope, that one. I know y'all can't see what I'm doing, but I'll show you in just a second. We'll throw in some blue. Go back on this side. I'll put one right there. I want that one. Nope. I want this one. Show y'all the cake? Okay. I'll make Corey grab it in a second. I'm shocked that he hadn't came in here and said, hey. How rude of him, right? We want a pink right there. And I want that one right there. I actually think that may not stay right there. I don't know if I got that one in the glue. right there. I want this heart. I found one iridescent green heart and I love it. I want a baby pink moon right there. All right, now, remember I have this. I was thinking back here, but I'm actually thinking I'm going to focus all the jewels on the front of the cake. Yes, it is definitely a fabric cake. Let me see. Let me see something. That won't work, but what's up, my love? Yeah, that's not gonna work. I was thinking that I could stick a pin through this to help attach it because there's no pin on the back, but that didn't work. I could glue it on though. But I was kind of thinking it would be cool on the on the bracelet. That's it. That's where it goes, right there. Of all places, that's where it's going to go. Okay. I'm going to have to glue that one on. Jewels that I'm using today came from Mariposa's Creations and Glitz and Glue. Except for this one that I'm putting on right now, it actually came from Temu. I have bought jewels on Temu before though. But when I can, I try to get them from our friends. I put it right there. I think it's perfect right there. I will go back in and probably attach that to the cake. Thank you, love. I know, I know, I know. That one did come from Temu. And see, like I said, I wanted to leave this side blank, but there's that. Now, we have some other pearls we can put on, and I still want to go back in and add some more of the blue. It is very, very glam. Hey, Wally. So I haven't added a whole lot of the blue stone, the actual blue stones. So I do want to go in and put some of those. So I do want to keep blue in there. Well, not that one. That's the same shape. Do that one. We don't have an actual... Yeah, we do. I'll put one right there anyways. I'm going to throw this oval in there. One right there. We're going to put this round one. It's kind of round. We'll put it right there. I'll put one coming out right there. We'll use that one. Yeah, that'll fit. All right. So I think that's it. I think we're going to leave this just the pink with that there. The only thing I could do is I could take a piece of the gold, of the rhinestones, and put across the back. I don't think it's really needed, but we could do that. And we'll put it on with the stones. Somebody else did that, but I can't think of who that was that did that the other day. Oh, Polly did that to Lauren. He was like, I know that voice. Like I said, I'm just putting this on with the pins. That way, if I don't like how it looks, I can go back in and take it off. It's not bad. And look, I don't know if I told you this or not, but we were on the same floor. I didn't realize that till like the day before we left. I think it was me and him were on the elevator together. It's not bad. It's not perfect. It's not on there perfect, but yeah, so there is my slice for the cake to slay the cake. Blah, blah. Slay the slice. Yeah, that's what it was. I couldn't remember if we were going up or down. Yeah. So, there is my slice for slay the slice. Hey, Shannon. I'm shocked that y'all didn't call me to tell me to shut up, because my boys was loud. They were so loud. Yeah, that's what I was thinking here in my head. It was a little kind of like a crown. I actually have a crown I thought about putting on there, but I changed my mind. But if y'all will hold on 1 minute, I'm going to go grab the cake so I can show y'all the cake that we were talking about. Let me get these stones off of here so I don't lose them. Because, stones are not something you want to lose. So, y'all just look at that for a minute, and I'll be right back. All right. Y'all ready? I do really love this cake slice. A lot. Y'all ready? This is the Verrucci cake. Gucci and Versace put together make Versace and Gucci put together make Verrucci. This is the Verrucci cake. Even has the zipper in the back. The floral pattern fabric is a dress that I took apart. All the buttons and chains, all the chains are from old purses that I bought at the thrift store. It's got some butterflies on there. The brooch I already had. Both of the brooches. The gold trim and the black, both of the trims came from Temu, I believe, but the stones I added myself. Those are all little individual stones. And remember how I said it has a zipper in the back? Because we've talked about it. I'm very big on the recycling of the fabrics and things, right? This zipper came off. Are y'all ready for where this zipper came from? That zipper came off of a purse, and that's the purse. Thank y'all. That is the actual purse that the zipper came off of. But yeah, all of the chains, the fabric, underneath the fabric is glitzy sheets from Ginger. That's just a green glitzy sheet under the fabric. But yeah, this is my favorite, I think my favorite cake I've ever made. It's got a little lock, the little, where you can add a piece on. It's got the hanging pearls, the over the top accessories. It actually matches the background really well. And if you notice the trim at the bottom, it is a crown. So that's that one. But this is what we made today for Slay the Slice. I love that I put the brooch pieces down here. But like I said, I will probably have to glue that down. Because when I put it on a pop, well, maybe not. If I put it on the pop, it'll be like that. So that may be okay. Because it's still going to go on a stick. And I will cover the bottom. I'm probably just going to do a piece of foam sheet on the bottom. Because it doesn't need to be super sparkly, super pretty. But I'll probably do it with a piece of white foam sheet. But there's the top. They don't look bad together, actually. But I do want to say again, I want to thank everyone for being here throughout the last 2 days. Last night with me and Crystal. Then all day today throughout all of the wonderful ladies. We'll start with Crystal from last night. We all know that we love Crystal. Crystal sought out with a mission in her mind. And she has built upon that mission that she had in her head and that vision that she had. And look where she's at today. Any of us can get there. Any of us can get to where we want to be in life if we just are persistent and we stick to it. Okay? So Crystal, love you. Thank you again for hanging out with me tonight. And thank you for always inspiring us to do more. Now, we're going to work backwards from today. Christy, Lollipops Pink Santa. You have so much potential. And I'm so honored that you agreed to be a part of my event. Now, that doesn't mean that come tomorrow you can say, yay, I don't have to go live again. We are now going to expect to see more from you. And I know you can do it, and you will do it, and we love you. Okay? Ginger. Ginger. Ginger is one of the first people that I met in person from this community. Ginger walks in with this big old hunk of a man into Hobby Lobby where we met. I looked across that store and I seen her and knew from the get-go that was my ride, that was my go-to, that was my girl. Ginger is uplifting. Ginger is persistent in her pursuit of happiness in life. And for that, I admire you. Love you. My other Christy from Molly Fox Designs LLC. Girl. We instantly clicked the first time we spoke. And then little me walking through the lobby at Fake Bakers, and I was like, oh my God, there went Christy. I immediately text that phone number because we had spoke through text and stuff a few times. And here she comes back down that elevator. The talent that that girl has that she doesn't realize she has. But at you, I'm going to hold to the same standard as our other Christy. Y'all notice that I call them I say hello doll. I always say hey doll. They're my dolls. And there's nothing but bigger things coming for both of you. Jane Ann, Sam. Let me think here. Who's next? Maris, Jane Ann. I've known Jane Ann a while through here, about a year and a half now. Jane Ann's cakes are freaking incredible. They look like you should be able to slice into them and eat that cake. She's so talented, and just as loving as she is talented. Jane Ann, I love you, and I can't wait for us to be able to hang out and do something together soon. Okay? We're going to skip my sister Sam. Let's go to Maricela. Maricela was also part of my event last year. Maricela is my beautiful butterfly homegirl friend. I absolutely adore her. We have done duos together probably 3 or 4 times now. And I believe that there may be another one in the works. Maricela is so talented also. And it's Maricela's goofiness that she doesn't even realize that she does that tickles me to death every time I watch her live. And she's kind of my bling dealer, so there's that. Now, my boo-boo. Lauren with G&G Holiday Decor. We haven't known each other real long. But that's my baby mama. That's my baby mama. Polly, you just have to be okay with it. That's my girl. We would have caused havoc back in the day if we were friends at a younger age. The world would not have been able to ever been ready for us two. I'm so pleased to have you in my circle of friends, in my Rolodex of people I can call when I need something and say, girl, let's chat. Love you. Wendy. Me and Wendy share a bond that isn't like a bond I have with a lot of other people. Wendy reminds me of home. I don't know how, see, and there it goes. I don't know how else to explain it. I can send Wendy just a simple hello in the morning. Hey love, haven't talked to you in a few days. How are you doing? And I instantly feel like I have talked to somebody from home. I call her my Wendy darling. I grew up as a Peter Pan to my family. Never will grow up. Never plan on it. I plan on always remaining myself. And Wendy sees that, accepts that, loves that. And I love her just as much. She will forever be my Wendy darling. She just makes me feel at home. She is definitely one of a kind. The world flocks to Wendy because Wendy is that person. And Wendy, I know that you're probably canning tomatoes, jarring pasta sauce, something right now. But I love you so much. Okay? And we will chat soon because we still have things that we have to figure out when we're going to do. Now my sister Sam. Sam told a story about how scared I was that Sam wasn't going to like me. I'm so grateful, or in the bathroom, right? I'm so grateful to know that Sam was not Pentecostal and didn't hate the gays, because I don't know what this past 2-year journey would have been without her. She's been my confidant, my rock, someone to bounce ideas off of, someone to simply talk to when I needed a shoulder. She's been the first one to text me on many mornings to be like, "Are you okay today? How are you today?" She is somebody that I don't think I would know how to continue processing some things without her there to help me. Hey, Pam. So Sam, I love you. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. And you know that me and Sam have an event that we do together called Mischief Makers, and we've recently, last time we had it, we added Rachel on as a full-time to our trio. Like, we made a trio out of it. I can't wait to see where our journey goes with this and what the future has in store for that. Only greatness and only big things to come. I love you big. And I can't wait to see what happens in the future. I think that's everyone. Going backwards kind of messed me up a little bit. So before I sign out, let's make sure you understand that this year's life journey involves stepping out of your comfort zone. Please do it. Step outside of that comfort zone. Do things that you never thought you would do, because it will forever change your life. With that being said, my tagline that I always close out with is be wonderful, stay wonderful. Nope. Be wonderful, make something wonderful, and live happily ever after. But today, I want to just say thank you, and I can't wait to see what the next year holds. All right? Love you guys.